curveball, but hey, how do you react now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting one.
Matter, but we dive
Okay, Fnatic
into this
on
where we get to
Fnatic on
see the
attack.
test
Sentinels on
creative
defense.
sides. Fnatic on the attack, and of course
Wall
SEN
over
then
towards
on the
middle as well. Definitely need to
side.
keep an eye on that one.
Let's
This is
see
interesting
how
from
this looks.
Fnatic.
We got a lot to
Over
learn.
towards B main. Majority of the time they were just
three-play
using a
stack on this
Vice
B
flash.
side.
So this time, at least on the pistol,
Pressure
two
here at
aggro
Probe
over
sent out.
towards here as well.
In terms of the util from Crashies.
Like they heavy went for this. Put Omen flash in as well. I'm pretty sure I didn't fully check it. Sorry.
Find John QT, but actually no damage done.
Yeah, push
there.
up towards short, and they're committing on this one. Flash goes in. 3 passing here.
Narrate's going to be here. Kayak on the corner. Nice shot
Great
from Kayak. Quick to try and hunt that down. Does get denied the springboard forward, but Narrate's screwed. Yeah,
really nice from Chronicle.
Not
Not this again. Not the A over towards B.
Really
Double back of sight.
Two players trying to tuck in towards help. And if they get the spacing right here, Fnatic, it should be pretty light work.
Hey, great really jump,
well
bro.
Crafted, Mike.
The miss on the first, but Alpha.
Very nice. Okay, first pistol for Fnatic.
This pistol.
Have I told you about the story of Zekin's 1v5? I've not told you that one.
You have not.
He was on a waylay, which is crazy, right?
Yeah. Tarka, thank you so much, dude. Thank you, mate. There's nowhere I can get one of these.
I don't see
There's
it
actually
happening
nowhere.
now. Kron's playing the no fun allowed game.
The fun police.
Yeah, they've turned up.
Yeah, Vice in a pistol round is deadly as well.
Yeah,
Also like this from Fnatic, right? This was a pistol that was completely different to pretty much every round that they played. Nice shot. It was a pistol round that was like completely different to anything they had done before. Aggro pressure over towards B with 2. They didn't do that before. They normally Vice walled behind. This time they saved it for the after plant. They're starting off the game playing completely different to how they did earlier. As in on the first time they showed this comp.
On the side of Fnatic. Excited to see, really. I mean, it will be the face-off. Maybe not in the first half here between Alpha and
Is SEN cooking with this comp?
Not so much Kayak.
Okay, I don't think so, but I'm down again. We should never...
One sheriff.
You should always give people a chance to see what they come up with. I kind of think it's madness.
Kayak.
I think this is 2 of, in my opinion, the worst agents at the moment.
So they better avoid one side of this map.
But yeah, I mean,
let's
again,
see if they can just test
if they got good thought process, I'm down to see
I think
something.
Crashies to kind of do this good scouting to make sure they don't fall into these sort of traps in place. And it looks like they're aiming towards middle to begin with.
The space to play into for sure. Still cautious. Going to give away any early advantage here in round 2.
Ooh, okay.
Dude, it
goes down.
shoots
Nice.
so fast.
Enough correction in the end from Alpha from that second. This is good for him. Again, you want to see
Colin, thanks
built.
so much for the prime, mate.
Another
Appreciate that. Thank you, Colin.
Not really all that enthused by this round, are they?
No. Especially when you look back towards the minimap now. The big gap.
Yeah. Maybe throw the spike over towards Kayak.
Fnatic, though, they'll be happy enough with that.
Still so
Do you want
cautious.
Yori ult or do you want Sovo?
A snake in the water here.
Sovo.
We'll find a clean plant though. Able to get themselves out of sight as well. Yeah, really scratching their heads now.
Guys are not here. The second is getting closer. Door's shut though. Nope. Door's open.
J-Rod Supreme as well, the prime. Thank you so much for the 7 months, dude. Thank you for doing that.
So far, but Kayak going to take down Zekin, who did
Late
have
to
that
the prime
sheriff,
party. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for doing that.
Gone. Speaking of weapons, there is one
Boaston
now
needs to get involved purely just to pick up one of these guns now.
We'll have to see if they can recover this or keep it out of their hands, but Celsius, this is a lot. That's 3 players here. They're going to make Fnatic work for this, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Still trying to keep them in market here. Well, that's both kills come through.
Okay, Vandal.
Yeah, main thing is that Boaston picks up the gun.
So yeah, Vandal, Phantom, and the Guardian still in rotation.
Yeah, difficult to really police the weapons in that situation. Almost want to force Fnatic.
Good news for Fnatic as well. Sova, especially for their attack. Sova ult, Yori ult, kind of the main ults. Honestly, maybe Vice ult as well, but those are the 2 that are halfway there.
Really going to cause problems for the purchase here. And obviously the offset to that being Alpha. So the ability to buy up effectively a Guardian in the back
Yeah,
pocket.
and we said for Sentinels, we thought that they would try and fight heavy over towards B main at the beginning here. Wanted to fight heavy, but different default from Fnatic.
Zelfs is here too. Alpha propped
Instead
up
of what we
towards
saw
B
with their trip
very
going over
early.
towards B, put the trip over towards... Sorry,
Yeah,
trip
this
over
tempo
towards
from
shot, you
Fnatic
see the
is
trip
slow.
over
We've been
towards
kind of
B.
talking about this very, very slow and steady.
Yeah, and certainly
They're
some
attacking sides.
question marks here.
Yeah, TP
what
over
Zekken's
towards
gonna
middle,
be doing.
creates a question mark over towards
Does
middle, but it was
enable a
weak
lot
and
of
see they don't have to
offensive
worry on the shot.
aggression.
They have to worry about middle
Alpha
because the Vice was here.
beheaded. In similar setup though to what we saw earlier on. It's not Alpha to lead the charge here, but rather sell the fake elsewhere.
Well, okay, they got the good... I said they didn't have the good lineup. They got the good lineup because the one got
Quite like
stuck
the
on
deeper
stairs
position from
earlier.
Narrate. We've seen that
Goes,
Fnatic
like,
do like
all
to
the way
prioritize
through,
that deeper
just in
tree
case.
control as well. If he can police this, it'd be impressive, but it's difficult.
You'd imagine he went for a
Fnatic once
fake
again
there.
taking that territory. Oh, Kayak tries to get a little technical with it, but Narrate comfortable on the pressure. So far, so good. Actually overextends and is rewarded.
Two with the Bulldogs, by the way. Massive value found.
I think this is great
Force
though.
now.
Like I know
Almost to consider
Fnatic don't get many
just holding on to
kills,
this weaponry.
but finding the wall over towards middle is it's nice
The
to know
opportunities for play
where
here,
they've been
that
able
spike
to
going
stack
through
sites
tree,
so
as
heavy.
said.
I
If
mean,
it all goes wrong,
If you're Sentinels,
kinda
you're
stuck
absolutely
there.
loving this round.
They do
3k.
have the benefit. It's only Alpha that's
It's going to be
broken.
interesting to see. So Sentinels, they know that they found the
Themselves
wall over
as
towards
close to
middle,
a
so do
real
they
weapon
keep the
as
wall over towards middle, or do they go
hope
for
for
some
with
kind of
that amount
punish?
of
Or you could do
credits
both,
left in the
but
bank.
it might be, yeah, you
Sentinels
see
here
loads of
on the
pings
board
over towards
on
middle now.
Ascent.
You've got Fnatic talking about it.
This was why it's only really Kayak and Alpha making progress here. Crashes as well, actually. Yeah, and the rate goes huge here with the Bulldog. Awkward there from Kayak's position. Snappy onto Crashes as well, who had a rough first map.
Okay, wall over
See
towards
him
middle
certainly
again for
establish
Sentinels.
himself early
That's,
on here
you
on
find
Ascent.
this twice kind of
Yep.
eerie.
And a little bit scary as well if Narrate starts going early. You saw how that last map ended. I mean, he was on a high note and a half.
Oh, he's buzzing up on his feet.
Oh, and a little bit of a deeper exploration coming
Yes,
out.
same thing
from
that we
Zekken
said,
there. So
that
this feels
maybe
like this
they'll be
fight's
fighting
been
over
happening a
towards
lot,
B
right,
main,
between
trying to
Alpha
make
and
sure that they
Zekken,
don't
but
get the
fighting
free
for that
flash
sort
over
of
towards
early
here.
space on maybe B main or
Flash up the top to try fight this heavy.
Zelsis there with him.
Alpha might own
They
this.
are waiting. This time Alpha, a bit of damage done. Zelsis wants to clear this util, but couldn't quite crest the corner.
Yeah,
You really want to see them.
It was close.
That's 3 players.
Yeah.
They should have noted on this side of the map.
The rate's been fairly quick to rotate over towards A. He's making moves now. But this time around, the difference being
flash over
Fnatic
towards
sitting behind
middle.
this.
Didn't hit
Spike's
anyone,
still
so they
over
kind of get
towards the B
info.
side.
Wall still over
Zekken's
towards
still
here, so again,
commanding.
Sentinels don't need to worry about anything.
Space into B main.
Zekken's been
That's an
outdone
absolute
this
shot.
time.
Can they
Back and
speed
forth
up on this
between
one?
these
Got
two
40
so far
seconds,
in
one
these
person over
rounds.
towards site, double
Zelf still
Fawns
has
on
some
site though, so
stall
he
on
can
his
delay
side.
heavy.
Can buy a bit of time.
It's not
We
like
saw
they
that
have a
earlier
like this guy
rotation
on the
coming
rotate
out
can't
from
really
Narrate.
help too much
Now he
though.
wants to get back.
Salvos, that's
Zelf's
about
buying
it.
Some precious seconds. Can he keep Fnatic away from the door? Already
Yeah,
chopping at the
I
bit
think
to get closer.
normally the
Looking for that
KO
cross through towards site.
potentially
Slips
be
in the
rotate.
smoke, takes away Alpha. Looks for some more damage, but he can't do much more. Kind of pinned in at this point. Had to
Speaking
give
of
up
the KO,
cap.
Flash goes in so that
Flash
Zelsis can
is
fight on site, but the Flash hit
He
him.
actually caught the backside of it as well.
Yeah, but overextension
it's
towards
rough.
CT. I thought maybe he'd try and buy a bit of time, see if someone could swing off him. But Chronicle goes down and leaves it in this 3v3. Now, how does SEN then break back through towards the site itself? Look at the utility they have. One flash for John.
One flash? No, it was the
Pretty
KO
much
flash. It
one
was John's
smoke for
flash.
Bang.
It went
Difficult to breach
over
this
the
side
top.
of the map.
I'm pretty sure.
And that's it. That's pretty much it. Two towards Cat. High flash swing.
Speaking of flash,
Away we
that
go.
one was
Crash
good.
is fly. What is that? Bang still firing on all cylinders though. He knows where Kayak is.
Whoa.
But it ain't enough to
That's
kill him. Kayak survives.
close
and Fnatic
rounds.
make it out like bandits.
Some good confidence for Kayak as well after that one.
How? This Crash is alive there to find a kill. Maybe just a catch on the flash themselves, but Alpha crispy on the entry. Yeah, weird exchange here between Zelsis and Chronicle. Bang almost lining up a 4K here.
God, Bang. So close on that. I was like, bro, why are you aiming that towards me? Damn, okay, timeout early for SEN though. They're touching base up on what, round 5? They've hit the brakes here. maybe not liking it, maybe just kind of trying to get a grip on this. Again, you're playing up against a comp that you probably aren't super familiar with. You're seeing a chamber again, seeing this sort of thing. And again, if you're looking at the coaching staff, Kaplan's there going to be trying to keep in touch with them quick.
And you could argue it's maybe some of the rounds that are most frustrating to lose because there's not necessarily any flair or, you know, nothing special about some of these rounds. If Alpha can just kind of find these dry engagements.
Yeah,
and
it's
win
a nice
out,
early road. Sorry, it's a nice early timeout.
You're not really testing the sight hold
I
or anything
do
like that.
strongly
it's somebody
think
almost overstepping the mark
that
on Sentinel's side. So maybe just trying to rein that in.
I at least know the
early on,
Mini, when watching this, he'll
for Zekin in the first
criticize
half,
the
you don't want him to just sit
Teo
back
being
and
the rotate instead of the
receive some of
KO.
these site XX.
And it does feel, I don't want to say like a coin flip between the two of them, but they have
wonder
been
what the
going
thought
back and forth,
process
right?
is
Zekin's
for
had
it.
his moments.
Yeah.
Maybe it's based on if he
Obviously,
has
though, the
drone for
value of
info, I
Alpha
don't
getting
really
that
know.
first pick does open the site. You saw how isolated then Zelsis was, and it was really hard to stall out. He did great though, slipping into that smoke, catching a player, still stalled out almost enough for Bang there, but not to be. 3-1, Fnatic firmly now starting to build a lead.
Hey, out on
operator
defense,
is
but Alpha
in,
has his own op in terms of the ult.
So's tour de force on the other side.
Yeah, it doesn't buy a backup gun, so
Zekin
maybe
taking a look.
John's knife is going to be important onto this one.
Knife comes in, probably going to
Flash
catch
over
one
towards
there.
middle. It's a high flash to see if anyone's going
Imagine that
aggro over
connected.
towards short. Drone goes out, they know where the
Zekin
op
decides
is.
to rattle off a shot, but back away. That opens up the gap for Fnatic.
Almost leaning towards a pace
I'm just
change on
being
both
mini
sides,
to it.
though, as soon as the
Bacon,
tour de
that's all
force
it
is
is.
out,
Active fight
the
on towards
operators
street.
here, yeah. Well, actually, the spam onto Kayak.
And it's done. Oh, Narrate! How are you diffing Kayak in that? He had to snap back to it already. You're going to see this coming in to try and clear out, and it does. Hunter's Fury does well to catch out Narrate, but they've made it hard work to play
Dude,
up
look
Cat.
at
A
this
real
over
different
rotate.
hold. They're just
The
playing
minimap.
it forward a little in unison. No big opportunities for Alpha to bring in the ult either.
Trying to make something work here in range of the TP.
Knife goes over towards A. It doesn't hit anyone.
Pause for thought here from Fnatic.
Say A this corner.
Even 4v4, but John QT tagged down to 47, so slight
Fnatic perfectly
advantage.
pinging the wall over towards mid. 30 seconds though.
30
Alpha
seconds
once
left.
again, curious. Does have the spike himself as well, so going to hope that Crashes can come and reinforce this, but it's Zekin.
Spike down mid.
And look
Come
at the
out on top
time.
once
Oh,
more.
they've messed up, man.
I-
Wait, John?
The
Gonna
word
show you
melons
gun.
is coming to mind. 10 seconds. Fnatic,
10
yeah, they're getting
seconds.
closer,
Bang
but
can
Bang's
definitely win
still
this.
here. If he can deny the plant, that's everything. And Bang's currently getting curious. Dealt with by Kron. A messy shot from him. Zelsis can't get there in time just yet. And look how disconnected Kron is. This is so difficult for Zelsis to clear out. Crashy's dart. Shock dart's back in play as well. The second that Zelsis gets closer to sight, if he gets contact, that checkmate of Kron's position surely comes in, and it's there. Lovely positioning.
Bro, I can't believe they
thought
won
they
that
were
one,
too late
really.
then, Mike, but they are
I'm
letting
scared
that
because
clock
both the
run
TP's over towards
low.
sight, and then instead of kind of swinging over towards short to get the info, pretty much gives away his
It's
pulse.
a really bizarre exchange here. Towards short, it's only really the Hunter's Fury that opens things up for Fnatic.
One enemy.
Almost 1 second shows his hand with the operator. Able to deal with it. Couple of ultimates now
Yeah.
online for
And the
Sentinels.
rate visibly tilted.
Still got Kayak though. Potentially go, but actually a set piece out
Flash over
mid
towards
here.
the
Yeah, and look
top.
at the pressure coming out of B main
Omen
too.
flash
It's gonna
as well,
look towards
push all the
middle,
way
but
through,
unfortunately there's
all
more
on
of
top
us
of this
here.
as well.
And
It is
there
a nice
is.
round.
And they're
Ah,
fighting
this looks
together.
cool.
Sen kick up the pace, and
Did they even have a Thorns to like try and lock them in?
Bolster and Alpha have
Nice.
a mountain to climb. Alpha rattles off the bullet. They now know where he is. Spike's in a dangerous position too. Alpha wants that back. Boast already trailblazing away. Alpha gets the spike, he gets away. Now where do they go? It feels like it has to be towards A, right?
Got all this
Yeah, I mean, they
pressure
still have an okay
elsewhere.
chance of the rounds here.
They're not gonna walk
As
short.
we can see,
Surely
Right?
not.
free side over towards A.
No. Why is this choice feels mad?
There's not gonna be any
Playing Sen's
confirmation for-
rotating?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why does it feel like
Ascent,
they
but-
think the spike's down here?
Certainly bold.
Oh my god, they might. I don't. Oh!
Shot.
They catch more than the timing. They catch Zekin.
But do they read that as Sentinels have already rotated and now go back towards B? Zeus is still in a position to do damage.
He's thinking about it, isn't he, Alpha? And with
30
Zelsa
seconds
still alive,
left.
you've still got this wall in middle.
Could TP it if you wanted to.
He triggers
Okay.
it. trying to bait it out to look back like a B, a double fake potentially, and a late
Bosa's got the
lurk
spike
up
as well.
cat.
Oh my word.
That was close. That was
Keep an
so
eye on the
damn
time
close
with
to smoke on
the
CT.
pressure from
And
the
SEN have
wall
to
going down
react,
the
so
middle.
have
They
to
think they might
respond
have
to it
walked
to
over
some
towards
extent,
B,
but
so
it is
there's
the
nothing
play
to stop
towards
this
A now.
plant.
Plant's gonna be coming
Alpha's
down.
holding over towards heaven.
Can
When do you
Boaster
can
and
start
Alpha
considering
navigate
short?
this?
He gets,
Paranoia's
dude, if he
still
gets over
there.
towards
That's
A
huge,
main,
actually.
they have
5
no
seconds on
vision
smoke
block.
as well for Boaster.
Door shot as well.
Ah, dude, he can win from here.
Where's he off
Boaster
to?
goes here as well. They know
don't
they have no
we
vision
do.
block. Oh, okay. He cleared wine for him.
Smoke
Okay,
gonna
that's
go
pretty
in.
smart.
Ult's popped. Alpha's out of it, but they're going to flood the site now. SEN looking to try and clear, trying to maybe catch Boaster in the meantime. Paranoia still in play. There it is, posted. Alpha, you got to come into this one. And he checks it. It's clear for now. They are hunting them
Great
down,
shot.
but Alpha denying. Boaster trying to live as long as he can.
No way, great shot.
The man
Oh, he's so good on Chamber, bro. Chamber's actually back, man. Nicely done from Alpha. Yeah, no vision block. As soon as he gets over towards A main, it's
Almost
super
felt a little awkward
doable.
there. The paranoia
It's a good
could
call
have
from him.
connected
Like this
potentially
Omen
onto
ult as well. They have
Alpha.
no idea about
Range.
A main, right? They don't know if it's clear, so Omen goes there to clear wine. It's a really cool Omen ult from
Takes
Boaster as well.
everything from Alpha. 4 kills for him.
Apologize,
And this pace change really from Sentinels. Actually, the second timeout coming through.
Boaster's up. Boaster's up. You shouldn't be losing, what, 2v4s? Those are the ones that get you.
It was really
Those
weird
are
though
the ones
watching
that
it over
frustrate
towards
you.
B.
They look beautiful.
It
initially
really
for
looked like they
Sentinels.
fought the spike
Great
this round.
pace change, really. Operators left on the table. Alpha's going to have it. Let's take the fight to
Yep,
them.
love that.
And initially, a huge victory for them.
2v5, yeah.
But again, Zelsis half a second
They
longer.
clean took
and
over
he
towards
catches Boaster
B.
with the spike.
But
Vision
also
strike
have
is
to give credit to
esque
Boaster playing
strat.
him like a fiddle.
Yeah.
Like the strat was nice.
Just
Like
setting off
I'd be
that
mad
ball towards
as
middle,
hell if I'm the
the
coaches.
smoke towards
from
CT,
Sentinels.
all of these ideas.
This
that,
whole
oh, they're
strat
going
is
back,
great.
They're going back, surely they're going to try and hit this fake. There is a double fake back in towards that A piece.
Kappa looks
Beautifully
vivid.
done.
I mean, rightly so.
Manipulating the map just perfectly. And at 5-1, there's a reason there's this double timeout called into effect. Sentinels,
Would love to be a fly on the wall.
God, wouldn't you just? Hearing that.
Again, because that's when you watch the minimap back and it's a round of seconds. Millimeters almost.
Okay, force him down to an eco.
Huge win
Not much on
for
this one. You got the
Fnatic
hero
to
stinger.
find
That's basically
their
it. Alpha still with the op, 8-5.
Sentinels now really a stinger and a sheriff to Zekken.
Flash to clear over towards short. You can peek and take the angle.
Tuck themselves back into a deeper hold for sure.
God, they've been abusing Cat over and
Gives you the
over
info
again.
Yeah, they
also.
have, yeah.
And I quite like the occasion you know,
Back to their old
play a little close
default,
towards tree, but then we
right?
had that
Fnatic,
Chrome and Crashies round.
They played
that
what?
just
Plus
battered them.
6,
It's
5 to 6
finding it hard.
rounds.
They've been so close
Doing a
couple
brand
of
new
times, but it's just not quite been
strat,
there.
brand new default. Now they go back to normal.
Steadying.
Flash over towards short. You can late clear this
See
with the
the
flash
Fnatic
over
getting that
towards B main.
protocolist right.
I think that's what he
Early
went for. Flash over
early
towards B main and it got
clear
shot.
before
So
the
they know that
60
someone's
seconds
in
left,
B
yeah.
main.
Going through that checklist very well. Making those rotations now difficult, and Alpha gets let off the leash.
GP goes into
As
the
it
corner and you got
towards
your
middle.
ult.
It's still building towards A.
Say ult here for Kayak as well, so the drone will come through if it doesn't confirm. Maybe a UCIB actually. Spam almost catching on John QT.
Oh, safety found in the smoke there. Almost a second of thought for it. And Alpha's gone right up the guts here.
Fnatic playing the entire map.
There's
Yeah,
three
they're
players.
everywhere
side.
again.
There's still 3 players on this
Smoke
B side.
over towards
So they've
spawn,
actually got
split
the
B
read right
going
here,
in.
but
They
you look at
have
the weaponry, that's
someone
the
in
hard part
spawn
here.
as well.
Getting the tempo right,
Recon
getting
for
the
B
left
main
right.
with the flash on
Over
top
25
as
seconds,
well.
It can go wrong. Fnatic could have left this too late, but let's find out. 24 seconds, they got to make a play here. Storm coming in and Crash is taking those brave first couple of steps. Good work from Zekken, good start.
Omen all gets
And
sent in.
17
Wait, there's so
seconds
many
out.
here.
They got to get towards the back of the side. Boaster makes a meal of it, but lands it in the end. Zekken again. 10
Great
seconds.
shot. Oh my
Zekken
goodness.
is
Boaster, you
still
got to do it
on
all,
fire
mate.
here.
No way. They lost this
He's
round.
sweating bullets.
Damn,
This one's
bang with the
over.
TP
Heroics
back
from
towards
Zekken,
site, and Zekken has
doing
hit some
the damage to
absolute
Fnatic.
shots. Oh, they get so many guns on this one.
I mean,
Yeah,
Fnatic
they might be
victims of their
feeling
own
good after this.
success
From
here.
Sentinels, it was a
Like I said,
shocker
playing the
from
entire map,
Fnatic.
but then
Also,
playing right into Sentinel's
They
hands.
kind of approached it like they were playing
Hands
against the
of
buy
that man
rounds.
Right there.
Scary player to get going,
Like with
to get
the-
confident, to get feeling out
The
this
Yoru
game.
playing like he did over towards A.
Look
Oh,
at
that
these
shot
shots.
is.
Good
And then you look at
God.
all that, and Bang's still there, just waiting.
That rock solid player.
Play time, boys. Play time.
The MasterCard Thrifty coming through. Beautiful highlight there for Zek.
Yeah, Fnatic need to be careful as well. Next round they can't buy
Right,
2-4 on top of this.
Fnatic who are looking slippery.
Recon over towards B, sorry, over towards A, and we have seen that sometimes they Omen Flash on top of that. They know they're fighting over towards A main, so instant reaction to take over towards short. Trip goes out to clear corner.
Still sitting on kayaks.
Different TP, this one over towards site.
Rip away the advantage here in terms of the purchase for kayak. That's a 60.
Wow.
Sorry, it's Houdini in the server. How? Magic. How has he gotten to there?
And how?
No right at all. Great knife timing on that one to connect though. Gets at least denied to be able to invest the ult.
How?
So now the plant's going to come in, but they're in a 5v3.
Sentinel's giving this up already. You can see them tucked into the
Cancel,
side.
yeah. What
Well,
the hell was that from Kayak?
win one,
I mean,
lose the
the
next.
first
1-9 loss bonus
maybe
comes in. So saving isn't too bad, you get 3k. You got two,
Outrageous.
Show me
boy.
it back. Can't take it. You got a feel in a way for Sen. They can't get that momentum on their side, right? Yeah, a brilliant round from Zek and heroics from him. Right back, cool. Okay, Kayak's behind us and he's just gotten two.
Well, especially now, if you're Kaplan, you got to just sit back and watch these rounds.
Yep.
It all rides on John QT in the server. Be a flawless round 8 here.
Do you want an interesting stat? In the history of Fnatic, they picked Ascent only twice. Wait, what was the other time?
The turning point for them in terms of
tell me it was
momentum
against
and
me.
establishing themselves now with a 4-round lead.
Where was the other time they picked Ascent?
Certainly got the funds to support that.
Oh, he
spots him in the smoke. That is absolute.
God,
filth.
that's wild.
That's Narrate as well, who's looked so sharp. I said coming alive in map 1.
Yeah, Kayak is an absolute gunner, apparently. Okay, we've got a couple of... So Kayak's been sat on his for a while now. We've been kind of keeping track of that. Kron's got his. He wanted it in that previous one, but actually the knife denied it, and then they had the round regardless.
Okay, two different lineups for this recon.
Second one away. John QT's got his. Narrate's got his. And need to see something
Okay, and they
around
want to
this,
let
though.
it go. Let it scan, knife in to see if anyone disrespected it, and then just take the control back.
Yeah, Sentinels have not been dipping their toes in
No
the early
Yeah, no,
rounds.
they're fighting over towards
challenge
Amen
on
again,
it.
maybe?
Don't
I'm not
fancy it.
entirely sure. And they did round before, not this one, because they didn't
maybe
actually
with
shoot the recon.
Zek now sitting on 3k.
Deeper wall.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, Fnatic were able to pull this out very early on in the previous
Yeah,
rounds.
at the same time as this, they found the
Kayak
wall over
again.
towards middle and triggered it.
You got another
2 on site.
rabbit in their hat to pull out. No, pretty simple, but the timing's right for Bang. Takes away Alpha, trying to maybe scale into this, and stalled out on shore.
Yeah.
Time to run. Okay, they're
With the
good.
spike isolated over towards short, that's
With
scary.
the spike, actually not going to be isolated.
Knife goes in, hits 2, maybe even hit both, so could have hit 3 here.
Okay, this is nice, though. This time around, do get to invest the ult here. So just those classics waiting, but I've heard something about those Sentinels classics. That makes me a little bit nervous here. And even Kayak investing util, they want to clear house! The Bang comes down, swinging!
2 bullets.
Outrageous stuff from Bang! He could be on for the ace, 8 HP in a drink. Celsius gets the
He
job
did good
done.
though, the
But
smokes
beauty
as well.
from Bang there.
Not even just the shooting, the
The
smoke back aside to give them so much space as that
capitalise on
Visalt came in.
Chronicles
That was
Ultimate.
awesome.
Is their downfall
They reacted well on site, yeah.
up against the ropes in hell? I mean, the flash is perfect. And
Oh, that
again,
shot
you can't
is.
fault the first 2 swings here.
I'll have what
Just when you think it might be the moment Fnatic stabilize here with the lead. Sentinels fight back 3, still separate these
and
teams.
it feels like every time Sentinels
Like I
win,
said,
it
yeah,
feels like a big
funds in the
win.
previous.
But then they lose the
Second
next
now on
round.
the operator,
Ray had
sorry.
the eco, this one, 2 ults out of
But
him.
also that maybe they're willing to.
Like,
I
it
won't
is
say
another big
challenge
win.
Middle, but let's see how
Recon
they
goes over
wanna
towards
approach
middle,
it.
clears
Kai
close.
wants to
This time
test
they
early.
take the TP.
Okay. Second.
Well,
Oh,
just-
that's
I was gonna say,
a
What was
shocker.
the plan?
Really
That's a shocker.
awkward.
Maybe some discomfort
Recall
on the
there.
agent. I don't know. That didn't seem like he went the way he wanted. So Narrate now.
Whoa.
Great trade in the end.
These couple of moments here, Zelsis is still on this side. So they felt pressure in market and through main. This feels very indicative of this B hit, but we've seen how slippery Fnatic can be. hesitation on rotation, but Bang closing the gap. He should be the checkmate here.
Just supposed to consider middle. Doesn't look like it.
Side,
oh, dude, he was tucked in so much they didn't see him.
There's still a wall behind here. TP could be taken for Bang, but even
now they get the info of the wall.
This is ridiculous. Fnatic slow and steady has been working, smothering Sentinels. The plant up next.
Yeah, it's
Bang,
another one.
He was a hero before, but
they win a big round and they just lose the next.
Wheelhouse today.
Looks like he wants to just look for an exit. Again, maybe even retrieve the operator, but both are tucked into pizza.
And again, I come back to the start because I quite like the idea, kind of playing a little bit deeper initially, waiting for that early wave of util, and then maybe taking a glance. But it felt like maybe just a bit of discomfort on the agent for Zek, and it didn't look like, obviously, that was what he wanted. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. Bang, if you survive, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, an early TP.
Second has his ult, so they need to be careful that they're not going to do the same aggro strat.
Beautiful play up middle. And again, it's just the timing that it takes him to pull the operator. And actually, yeah, I mean, Kayak's on the angle so quickly.
Oh, it was just an ankle shown. That was enough for the shot from Narrate then.
One enemy remaining.
Big round from Alpha, though. Paving the way towards B side for Fnatic.
Yeah, look at Fnatic learning before. They're just like, hold up.
Look at that timeline.
Last time they did this with the ult, let's actually stay all the way back this time. Got TP to bottom and middle again.
I'm liking it.
Do we save our recon? We've got Fawns over towards short. Recon goes in, and we can take the TP over towards middle because it's clear again. This time we have a deeper smoke for them to actually take like full control. And nice default from them. They trigger the wall within the first 25 seconds. That's great.
But then you look at Fnatic, of course, rewarded so far with this chamber adjustment Chronicle as well on that Vice.
Time to jump.
Fnatic have been in control in terms of, like I said, playing the entire map, drawing out this util very early on, but Sentinels don't seem to respond to that, don't spring into action.
Again, the tail on rotate.
Try to dig their heels, and that also hasn't suited them.
No.
Other than some heroics from Zekken here and there.
This is, they're playing back Bowhouse.
Maybe it's for the stopping power of that. Oh, it could be a great ult. It's second back Ascent.
Coming in, but still Zelsis has to lean forward. Bosa takes him down. It was actually set into motion well. Narrate does a little bit of damage from CT.
Okay, now they know Omen's back Ascent as well.
Starting to fumble on time, and already Bang to take the quick TP and the ult invested towards the back of sight. 15 seconds for Fnatic. Come on, you got to get towards the site here. Zelsis set up for success. Bang on the trade, can't do enough. 7 seconds and the plant is wanted.
Yeah, Narrate
does
should just win
Kayak
this.
get given that freedom? No, he does not. Narrate there.
Dude, if they can get a 5, it's
not
bad.
What's the setup here? 10, 15 seconds earlier. It's teed up for Fnatic, but once more, I dare say it, victims of their own success. They have so much space to play into, so much freedom where they're almost second-guessing themselves in some of these situations. Bang to spring the trap once more. 3 on the round from Narrate. Quiet half from him. You can hear Zelsis now trying to rally the troops towards a 5th here to close out the first
Recon over
half.
towards A. Are they actually going to like punish on this one now, or are they just going to...
Okay. It's been a hard game to get that kind of momentum.
Same thing from Sentinels. They let it go out, but they just kind of hold on to this still.
Truly down and out, no
I
matter
don't know if
the
anyone's
scoreline,
in this corner yet.
no matter the matchup. The way that Fnatic are playing this slow RVS ground.
That is straight through
hard
smoke.
To build momentum from, and again, Bang getting caught off there. Just that kind of 1v1 over on A main that was slowly building.
Yeah, it was a warbang as well, so that's just the edge of the...
Oh, this is a nice, this is a nice hit from Fnatic here. They clone into the TP over towards here, and he follows the clone in.
Quick way to make up for what's not been a good affair yet. Can he do any more though? No,
Very,
goes down with
nice.
a lot of util as well.
Too
Cleared
fast
out
over
by
towards heaven though, so maybe.
Nesting the other IGL,
Nice shot.
and Kron in support, not letting them fight alone. Security found for the plant. Zelsis,
Yeah,
just
I mean,
a formality
it's a great attack from them.
in the
It really
pathing
was.
back for Fnatic, making it up to 8, keeping SEN on just these 4 rounds. Mike, this one looks one-sided. We have to wait until that second half to see if SEN have more for us. They've
Plan
got
all
to
50
come out
seconds, not
quick.
my team. Yeah, they threw in a fast round at the end. Yuri stuff's really nice. I mean, I like a lot of what they do on this map. It looks cool.
Esports is a $2 billion industry now, but it all started in dingy basements and cramped living rooms.
From how the pros train to how the money flows, this G2 and MasterCard series
I'm him
breaks
back
it
with
all
the
down.
Prime. Thank you for the
12
4 months,
episodes,
mate. Thank you for doing
packed
that,
with
dude.
insight and lessons for anyone looking to understand the world of competitive gaming. Ready to learn the game behind the game?
Stay tuned for what's next. You won't want to miss it.
I've seen Prius's tweet. He's not bragging about the VIP, is he? Then, I mean, it's a very all-in fast comp. Yeah, you should see a lot of fast strats from them. But against a Vice, I don't know. Not sure that's gonna work. Augusto, thank you so much. Thank you. What's the thought behind the Fnatic comp? So, it's pretty much, it's basically a comp that has double Sentinel, but the Sentinels both have a little bit of Initiator util, right? You got the Flash of the Vice, and then you've got the Trip of the Chamber. So a lot of times they're clearing over towards short with the Trip, they're clearing over towards B main with the Flash or over towards short. So it kind of works, in theory, like you have 2 Initiators with those 2 combining. Is basically what it is. And then you just have so much util. You get over towards the side with the Vice, you completely owned it.
So the few rounds
Basically.
where things get away
It's a
from
comp that's very
themselves.
strong on attack, it's a comp that's very strong on
cut things a bit
defense.
too fine.
Right, if you just think about defense now, let's say Sentinels, let's say
Sure, now
Fnatic are doing the
asking a
wall
similar
over towards middle.
Question of
Right, the Vice
Sentinels,
wall
we
over
do
towards
have
middle.
Coinbase
So you have to go
Econ
default break
report here,
this,
obviously
otherwise it's like a
struggling on the
3-2
side of
stack on
Sentinels,
sites.
but
Say you
really
go
stretching
find
their legs,
this,
you expect
right,
Alpha
next
to be a
round,
little higher
maybe
up,
they
but
put the wall here, maybe there's a chamber here.
not
You don't have to
necessarily painting
default
too
to where a
clear a
chamber
picture.
is, push a chamber off, so you use a lot of util to push a chamber off, it becomes a nightmare. And then
However-
the wall might not even be there as well. All the
My
chambers
eyes
there
are
and
on
then the walls
second
behind
as
there. But it's like you end up
In
defaulting
outfit
against a
today.
comp that you don't normally really want to default
Came to
against.
work, locked in.
And it
Had
just
the
means that you have
privilege
to use
of
your util
meeting
good,
earlier.
especially as that
Yeah.
op comes
Man
out.
behind
It's a
the
bit of a nightmare.
mask.
Again, it's just a comp that's
But
good
yeah,
on
no,
attack
for
and
me,
defense.
it is now the story of what does Zekken look like on this.
And
Because
it-
is
it-
that Waylay
it
on
actually
the
does
attacking
so
side
much.
now. It's time
I strongly
to see
think
the
as well
value
that,
of what he
like,
can bring. We've seen how good Alpha looks
This,
with
I
this
think
chamber.
this
We've
4
seen this sort of
core
stuff.
is so good on this
Kayak,
map.
of course, that
I really, really do. I think
amazing
these are
ability
the
to
4
be able
that
to
is
pick
like
up those
insane
2
on
kills
this
on
map.
the A side.
I
Ridiculous
think
at
this
times.
could
However,
be
we
a
go
fade if
in.
you wanted to, but I think
Sentinels.
the Silver's a bit better.
Are we
And I
going
think this
3?
can be a
Do
deadlock.
you have it in 2?
Could be a
Only 4
cipher.
rounds to the name. It is a long path back.
Did see
2-1 on
that
the pistols, right? Fnatic got their
face-off
first pistol on this map.
initially in the first
Knife
half
goes over
between
towards
Zekken
the side,
and
does hit
Alpha.
the Yoru.
Certainly more so here in the second. It's a set piece going to come through for the Sentinel. Zekken up close and personal. Doesn't find any contact. Actually, Chronicle finds him.
Yeah, Kron having that corner uncontested was wild. It felt
Sure,
like
but
they
they
checked
still
on
got a
every
retake
other
and they
part
don't
of
have
the
Omen
map.
Flash.
It was a very well crafted approach, but still, does a bit of damage. And look at the rate. 34 HP and tucks in towards help. Looks like Short is the way forward here. Slow and steady for Fnatic once again, waiting, and Sentinels tired of it. Try and get involved again, punished. Zelst is the only one to make out with a positive trade here, and he's fallen.
Nice shots.
Alpha
Really nice
doing
shots.
what he needs.
Did they need to do this?
He even crashes now on his feet. Boaster in prime
I
I
think so.
series form, giving
If
it
they have the
large.
Omen Flash, I get it. If they don't, I don't know. I think they can hold sight,
repeat.
but at least they all did it together.
Maybe
I
another
can't be
day.
angry at that.
So Chronicle just, yeah, no pressure whatsoever. Move the tip of the spear here and into a 4v4 ahead of the plant coming through, but
Ooh.
Alpha
That was tasty.
connecting on the headshot here to seal the deal.
Nice shots, bro.
9th under their belt. If Sentinels can get anything going here.
Okay,
maybe flip round
2-2
but only
2-2 on the
classics.
pistols.
I mean,
Oops.
this
0-2
is starting to look like that Icebox third map is
0-2
becoming a
for
reality.
Sentinels in
between
terms
these
of
two.
pistols this map.
First map didn't feel as explosive as expected, but this is certainly a test. Be careful here. They are close by. Those classics.
Yeah, I like the idea. Use their smoke against them.
Alpha is rewarded. Zekken disrespecting it, takes a glance in and then dips out.
And they got their own smoke behind it now.
Peel away now.
Who would be favoured on Icebox? Again, I can't remember the last time I saw Sentinel's Icebox, but I'm a big believer in Fnatic's Icebox. I think it's one of their better maps.
A bit of a nightmare as well. Rough game for him.
Able to really have a say in a lot of these rounds.
So I would say Fnatic.
See a fairly thankless role on the KO, but certainly expect a little more from him.
Shadows traveling.
Timing on that smoke, actually. See the paranoia.
Yeah, I was going to say, inside the smoke, so...
There we go. Tron. Oh, he's so well controlled, but SEN digging in their heels this time. Hold on.
Too bad.
I think they can recover. Any plant to be had would be perfect.
Fnatic Icebox comp. Sage on.
Put on guard duty.
Was it Sage,
Alpha
Gecko?
First, they look to flood.
Sage, Gecko,
Trying to make this one
Viper.
happen here. Narrate by his side.
No duelist. Killjoy.
It's so simple. Fnatic not
And then they used to have the
really
Teo, and they
giving
probably put the
any
Sova in
room
instead of the
for SEN
Teo,
to get up to
I think.
Keep 2 rifles from this. We'll find the 10th. Ult charge-wise,
Basically, you plant on attack and you win the after plant because you just got non-stop stall.
Maybe just go through the housekeeping.
They can try the Teo. They could.
Yeah, just polishing
They
this
won't,
one.
but they could, yeah.
Comfortably, 3 still alive.
They would be dumb to do it, to be honest.
A bit more fire with Sentinels, Mike. There's just a bit of a whimper here.
Now's the time to make a stand. Long road back into the second half with Fnatic kicking things off with 2. Even actually riding this out.
Okay, the bonus is not too bad. It's not great, but the Bucky comes in. Big fan of the Bucky, yeah.
Trademarks of old.
Got a lot of it. I mean, look at this setup over towards A. It's a big punish over towards short. Did they hit both of them with this?
Play with almost, so expect them to ride the economy out.
I like this from Fnatic as well. They hear the wall, they push the clone to go break this, so it creates a little bit of pressure that they might be going over towards B main. Yeah, punish over towards middle.
And Alpha's really got
Omen flash into recon.
Smoke was still in play and he knows it now. Oh, the snap towards Zelsis was filthy.
Damn, they got out of there. They got out of there and Crashy stays over towards bottom middle.
Zekken recalled to avoid being pinged by the dart there. You see it was
double swing off of short as well, so they at least clear like a little bit of mid. And that was heard, I think. By the looks of it, they ping over towards short.
Damage done to Alpha and
Okay, Boaster, no Omen flash because obviously they used it in the push over towards middle, so B's a little weak at the moment, but we'll say Crashies can at least go fast behind, and he might be able to hear them a little bit earlier.
As for proceeding towards Boaster, who now has
look how proactive they are. Alpha goes and joins Crashies, they clear over towards middle, they still got the info with the trip over towards A. Oh yeah, what the? Okay, chat, we'll 2 times it after this.
I mean, it's tight if they don't make a move.
Look at this
Chronicles already.
Nothing behind him. Yeah, this is going to get deadly.
Yeah, they kind of locked him in here. Boaster smokes himself off so he can buy time for the winning play to make the play.
Boaster, can you buy the time? Zekken does well. Takes away players from CT. Now Boaster forced to fight, but the flank comes in. 2 players. Front straight down cat. Nice damage, but not a nice job. 6 seconds.
Had to hit that one. He had to hit that. Ends up being a pretty good bonus for Fnatic. I like the proactiveness. I like the push over towards mid here. It's cool. I have to stop it before it gets to the end, otherwise it just starts lagging. Okay, Alpha gets the op out.
See if we can put this to work. He's been present time and time again here in B main and hasn't really had anybody to greet him. Big ping at Zekken, got to be careful. Oh,
no way.
How's it
It's a couple of rounds now where maybe, I think kind of back to back that Fnatic should have won the duel.
A little bit of a question mark around that maybe push out on B potentially because the wall got cleared, so they They're up towards Cat, and it looks like they really want to continue towards A, but Quan's been solid too. Second, taking space away towards Tree. Supposed to come in on Bite. Does have that paranoia if Quan needs it, and I think he does now. Yeah, wait, they didn't even check.
Great
for
Omen
still
flash.
doing damage.
Oh, that's
Bang on,
unlucky.
good layering here. Nice
I think
scaling up
both of
towards
them
the side.
maybe
The
just.
spike should
I
be
mean, it's
in
fine.
now.
She's still got plenty of utility.
Late luck over towards Shaw. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Celsius. Celsius. You couldn't get better
Yeah,
positioning
Alpha's
in
gonna
that the
save Alpha.
timing. It's time to run for Alpha. That is
Yeah,
too
just
valuable of a possession.
just a
You want
rough
that
fast
operator
kill on
for
this.
late game.
And a big round actually to keep 4 alive.
Or do
Huge.
they realize they're hunting him heavy?
Build back in. Second was actually
Nice shot.
trying to
damn.
remove that advantage. Don't want to see another one given away here.
Well, they are close. They got to this quick. Do you get to keep this one? No one else through CT side. You can see where they are, but I think they're going to pause now. I think we'll be kind of leaving it where it is. But again, starting to see a little bit more life in Sentinels, Mike. There's a build here. The fact that Zekken got that kill on Kayak still feels ridiculous.
Spam back as well. This is obviously Kayak got
Crazy.
the Phantom as well, so no traces to even
Double ping.
aid that from Zekken.
Spike down.
Here, Sen
One enemy remaining.
have to commit towards this side as well. I don't want to say disrespecting the
Yeah, they saved the
utility,
op,
but
and they
certainly
got a
knowing when
Vice ult
have
if they want to use
dial
it.
up the
Sova ult
pressure.
as well, but
Alright,
dude, they're up
well,
against so many ults.
This is now looking like a big round as well in my mind. As much as the purchase
Yeah.
is low for
Looking a
Fnatic,
little bit like the
I
fast
need Sen to look clean on
G2
this.
with
And it's
the
actually
Vice
next
ult.
that's
Sorry,
gonna
with
be
the
crucial in terms of stringing together this comeback.
Waylay ult, where you take over towards middle and then you ult side.
Tour de force and potentially still an operator.
But Alpha is here. Alpha scares the life
I don't
out
think
of
it
me in
is.
these scenarios when he does.
Wait, what?
How did that
Underneath,
not land?
underneath the
Zekken.
gun.
Hitting the brakes.
Oh, the second time of asking. Alpha goes
Yeah,
back
they
in
tried to
for
steal
it.
the G2.
And Alpha
Ooh.
decides, screw it, I'm popping the ult.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
this
it's not going to get hit.
round
Oh
sounds
boy,
like
he's
it
not
could
going to
be
get hit by the
good.
Vice ult, so he tried to use the
Sentinels
ult there.
now flooding towards the site. Still have mid control.
Little
but still
rough.
2 to clear on the site itself.
The idea's not
They've
too
got
bad.
options here. The buy now looking a little less
Yeah, Sentinels just wanted to run the
lethal at this point.
G2 attack Waylay
So
ult.
they slow the tempo, Mike. They want to get a grip on this.
I ain't got a Bucky and a Stinger to work
It's,
with.
it's literally just a
Sheriff's
set play
to
that G2
complement
do
it, but
quite a lot. Or did with this comp.
Perfectly
Heyo.
placed
Oh.
here. A
the
chance of
Omen
Sentinels
flash.
to shoot through sight, but the crossfire
Hey,
doesn't
that's
aim
nice.
amounts to nothing.
Perfectly cleared, perfectly cleared. And Kayak just cut out of the round. John QT needs the help maybe in the end, but he gets it.
This is
Couple
absolutely
of ults
huge.
used
though,
on this
because
one,
it
though.
draws out the tour de force.
Yes.
Did
Two massive tools.
does anyone have enough money for
offset
Alpha to buy an
potentially
op?
a lesser purchase.
I
which
imagine
is
with his ult
on
being
the
there
brink here
that
for
no one would
Fnatic.
have saved extra money.
Oh,
Oh, it went above it.
I mean, again, though, there's nobody swinging into bottom mid here
yeah.
from Sentinels.
Alpha using ult is bad.
I mean, Zekken's up close, but
I don't know.
Enemy.
Could you
To be
imagine
honest with you,
Throws out.
if he, the thing
imagine
is,
that went the
it's a
other
very
way, that
thin
one
line.
shot? Look
If he
how
gets
close
one
that was.
kill,
Even-
the
yeah,
slow
even
goes
Alpha's
down,
like,
they win the
"Ow."
round.
But
So,
still,
I don't know.
just if that had gone the other way, who knows? But it's given a build back here for Sentinels. 7 to 10 now. Fnatic wanting this timeout and needing it now.
for sure. And I think Milan just looking to rein the boys in a little bit. Probably getting a little nervous now. You'd argue the hard work's already done, considering the pistol and the second went to Fnatic here in the second half. Like I said, we're on a knife edge now in terms of the economy.
Couple of whiffs. Couple of big whiffs, to
Got
be
the Hunter's
honest.
Fury, Chronicle with
They've
his
lost
as well.
them a few rounds, yeah.
Kayak 2 away. Certainly for Sentinels now in a pretty comfortable position with
What's the
basically
standing?
4
It's just
players
1-0.
at 4K and above.
1-0 on Sunset. So.
Second with his ultimate as well.
Um,
Certainly
do they try a similar strat again, or
pretty awkward here.
we
if
can see
Fnatic
5 over towards here? They got
concede.
no backup, and it's
Have to
kind of
ride a lower
looking
purchase.
like an instant drone, but then they just B hit, make it look like a split.
Tense round now. You're looking at Kron, you're looking at Crashies as well. Those ults
Dude, has
are
he got the
here.
whole set here?
Second's got his. What's the early approach? Sentinels eyeing up B. Big commitment. Zekken takes a
Interesting.
walk first.
I
Has a
thought he was
look.
just gonna,
No one up close.
thought he was gonna launch
Not
everything.
gonna find much. This time to fighting Kayak quickly handles
Another
Zekken.
first death from Zekken when he has ult.
That looked all too easy. And Sentinel sent back.
Launching thorns.
Back down to 15 HP, but Sentinel's not really to find a response or a trade there with...
Yeah,
Zeka just
Recon's
trying
nice
to
to
make
get them
use of
info.
some aggression through B
And
main.
again, they all kind of committed here, right? 5, they
Back
had
to the
no
drawing board now
backup
for
plan on the
Sentinels.
rest of the map, so they got to re-clear everywhere.
Question marks
This
across
is
the map
question
for them.
Yeah, exactly what Hypok just said.
We have a trip as well on Alpha with a very deep position, actually tucked into hell. Imagine the TP to get him up.
That's
Out
one of
of
you done.
danger as well.
This is interesting. You hear the trip close. You break it and then you don't think that
Play out
the
some of
wall's
this
here,
utility.
so you think you've created a
Let's deal
little
with the
pressure
trap,
on
but
short.
there's layers to this from Fnatic.
Yeah, they don't go close enough. They don't hear the wall. It's
30
genius.
seconds left.
Damn, that's cool. That's really
Now
cool.
actually the clock. To apply further pressure now, and actually
Yeah, and
confirmation
they
here.
can keep the 3-person stack towards B.
presence
Omen
in
flashed
B
over
main.
towards middle. Oh, what a TP that is! Oh man,
Okay,
that was
bang.
almost
Look at the time, though.
incredibly
We're down to 10 seconds.
insane.
Quan just
10
turreting
seconds left.
about, and they've got to try and
Okay, no
power
kayaks
forward.
here.
Black's still alive.
And
Yeah, he's
Crashies
down to
has to
15,
save
but
him.
his presence alone
Hey,
is a
very nice.
problem.
Dude, this little
Senra
double trip over
lost without a
towards
plan
short
in
is
that.
awesome.
Losing Zekken early on.
That is
So
awesome.
this was a huge opportunity for Sentinels to
I think
really
they've created pressure over towards
apply
short,
pressure.
broke the trip. They got that second layer, and then can keep the 3-person stack. I mean, it's kind of a 4-person stack because you've got the Omen flash that can be thrown over towards middle.
I said able to dip away, deny that trade.
God, I love watching this comp,
So
man. This
Sentinels just kinda
chat.
hoping that
My expectations of the whole
somebody
tournament
play into their
was this
hands.
map from Fnatic, but just for every first seed on pretty much every map.
Desperation.
You can
towards
understand
D.
my disappointment. I thought like this kind of stuff we were going to be cooking with it non-stop. I thought it was just going to be
This time around, the
incredible.
adjustments through middle.
And again, the
They're
matches
similar
have been
to
good.
Overall,
I've just
but now,
been
nice position,
devastated
though.
with some of the
Playing
stuff
deeper
that
in
teams
towards
have done.
B main, but pace change coming out. Pressure towards Market. Crashes up to the test though, takes away John. Kron on the follow-up, and Sen falling short when it looked to just matter most. Bang, right back into it though. 2 big kills and it's still game on. Flooding through B main. Trying to get this plant in motion.
They
John's gone down
the
here in
fast
the end.
flank
No one able
behind.
to retrieve him in this situation. 3v3 post plant now.
he's very
Very
fast
early
behind.
flank coming through now.
Crashies has his
does have
ult.
that
When they kind of
fury as
clear
well.
here, they could be tempted. Omen
Yeah,
ult
it's all
goes
right
in.
now.
Okay, they have no idea.
I
Could
was
be
gonna
over
say,
towards
was he gonna
spawn,
try
could
and
be over
backstab
towards
spawn
heaven.
there?
Bush just scores Zelsis on the back
Okay,
of the wall. Look at that
TP's
position right
above
up
the
on
smoke
top.
and gets
They
the
have
kill.
no
That was
idea the
awesome from
paranoia
him.
not
And
gonna
he's
affect him either.
flashed the flash.
He said it's right back to him. Bang now blind. He was the hero who got them the 2 that made this look doable. Narrate still standing, the king of the 3Ks, 4Ks hell, but he's fallen. And
Holy,
Fnatic
nicely
right
done from
down the
Fnatic.
door.
That was
Looking
sick.
for the defuse, they've got this one. And Sentinels looking quiet
Lovely
here
little
now.
TP from Boaster.
Map point now for Fnatic. Purchase going to be a little shaky.
Sen?
the side of
Yeah,
Sentinels.
there's some rough stuff on this map from them.
Crash is just timing this to perfection. It's Chronicle to complement that as well.
That was great from Bang. Chat, didn't Bang do something exactly the same in groups on Lotus?
Totally unaware of that possibility.
Just kind of double killed a high-low.
12 to 7.
Come on then, where you running, bro? Where you running?
Okay.
Here we are.
But
Icebox looking
five
more
chances
and
left.
more likely. Sentinels hitting a brick
Okay,
wall that they
and
can't seem to get
looks like they
above,
want to do
around or
something
through.
similar.
Zek not given much play in middle
Follow
this
the
time.
drone out,
Quan
smoke
and
over
Crashies have
towards
been
mid,
good at
salvos
this.
to turn the corner.
Until in corner,
Ooh.
takes a glance, but doesn't fancy it.
This is now looking
Flash
to
idea is good.
reinforce
It's
towards
just
this utility.
rough
The
timing on this
late
one.
round course bombs
Oh,
both
God.
We found one blind.
Oh, the timing is outrageous on this too. Oh,
Ooh,
goes in,
over
still
towards
trying
shorts,
to
looking
outperform
nice
Crashies
as well,
to take
yeah.
down John
He hit
QT
another.
Again, but that's Shorty waiting! Perfectly placed! And now Sentinel scrambling! Zelsis and Bang have to come together to save the day! Well, Fnatic are taking us the distance! The third map looking so likely! Bang's been great! but
Very,
Fnatic
very
have
nice,
been
man.
better. We're
It's a
going
strong
to
map.
Xbox.
It's a strong map from them.
The bounce back.
Got a
from
good full
Fnatic.
process.
You could
Good full
never
process, and also I
count
like
them
the
out.
fact that they like changed up their attack a lot.
to the
First
cornerstone
5
of
rounds
their
again, which is
playbook.
completely different to how they showed in the original demo, and that looks like it might have thrown Sentinels off a little bit. There was a, I don't know, there was a map diff here.